Marvel Comics, if we're not careful, they'll take over the world. Bone Comic Book Man, they'll keep them in line.
Coming up next is Marvel News number 89. It's an all Fear Itself edition of Marvel News, and in it we're going to talk about Fear Itself, how the 7-issue miniseries is not the end of the 7-issue miniseries. We're going to talk about Fearless, the 12-issue miniseries, maxi series that's going to spin out of Fear Itself. Alpha Flight has a life beyond its original 8-issue run. We're going to talk about Battle Scars. We're going to talk about Avengers Academy and how they're taking over the old West Coast Avengers digs. We're also going to talk about Alan Davis wrapping up. What was that? Clandestine. The Clandestine storyline he started about 500,000 years ago, and a lot more. All that coming right up.
Ah, that new comic smell. Marvel, take me away. Marvel Comic Book News, episode 89, The House on Leftover Lake.
Hey folks, Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. It's time for
Marvel News.
Marvel News number 89. It's an all Fear Itself update. And this Fear Itself update is being brought to you by Alternate Reality, which is located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood. Alternate Reality are all my new comics, including every single Fear Itself comic that ever came out this summer and will come out in the near future for the rest of time, are 15% off every day for everyone. Bocephus?
Yes.
Fear Itself. It ends with issue 7, right?
No.
It's a 7-issue miniseries. It ends with issue 7.
Yes, it is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Yes.
done, over, finished,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Oh, they're doing a sequel. What's it
No.
going to be called?
No.
It's going to have a
No.
first issue, right?
No.
Well, what are you doing?
Fear Itself 7.1.
Oh,
Fear
that's
Itself 7.2.
Stupid!
Fear Itself 7.3. Now,
Thank you, Marvel.
well, actually, honestly, Matt Fraction, when he was talking about this, he said he was going to try his best to fit this all into 7 issues, but it might get longer. Fear
Like
Itself-
3 or 4
like,
issues
well,
longer.
Fear Itself 7.1 is going
That's
to be
good planning.
Going to be by Ed Brubaker and Butch Geist, and it will show
Okay.
Bucky's funeral. It'll be dealing with Captain America. 7.2 will deal with what's happening in Asgard and set up the Thor books for the next year, and 7.3 will show Tony Stark dealing with the fact that he took a drink again. So
Thank you, Odin.
So actually, these were originally announced as one shots.
Yeah.
So what they did is they said, why call them one shots? Just call it 7.1, 7.2, 7.3, and they're all shipping the same month. So 7 would ship, 7.1 ships the week after, 7.2, 7.3. It's all wrapped up.
So it's a weekly series.
It's a weekly series.
It's a weekly series. Okay. One of the books that came back in Fear Itself was Alpha Flight, and Alpha Flight is a miniseries, of course.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
It's an 8-issue miniseries.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
No.
8. What is it?
It's now a regular series.
Oh, they're starting over with new number 1?
No.
They're not.
9 will be the issue after 8.
9!
9.
9!
Fred Van
9!
Fred Van Lente, Greg Pak, Dale Eaglesham are still working on
Yes.
the book. While the book continues, we'll see Wolverine show up. We'll see the Avengers pop up in Canada.
Yes.
We'll see Captain Britain in MI-13. And we'll also see the Commonwealth of Heroes, which consists
Commonwealth of
which
Heroes.
apparently this is something that was introduced in some other things.
Really?
It consists of superheroes from other countries.
Okay.
Basically, the deal is...
Oh, Global Guardians.
Well, no. Well, Global Guardians with... Well, nah.
No. It's Global Guardians.
The deal was, I mean, the limited series shipped. The orders were so good. Retailers, like this man right here, put in the orders. Wait, they say, well, hey, this is cool. This thing is selling. Let's keep it going.
No, it's not.
It's selling everywhere except
It's
here.
not.
It's selling quite well.
No, it's not. I've got a lot of Alpha
It's
Flights.
selling
Please
well
come
enough
down
to
and
keep
buy
them.
them. Get them off of my
If you
racks.
can't find them anywhere else, come here and pick them up.
Come here. I've got at least the first 3 issues in depth. Come on down. Fearless. Fearless is coming after Fear Itself is over with. You know, 7.1, 7.2, 7.3. Fearless. You know, there's just a lot of fear going on in the Marvel Universe. Now, what is Fearless?
Fearless is a 12-issue limited series that is actually from
A
Matt
whole year.
Fraction. Well, no, 12 issues actually ships bi-weekly, so it'll be done.
Half a year.
Half a year. Matt Fraction, Chris Jost, Cullen Bunn came up with the idea. The 12-issue limited series, Cullen Bunn's going to be doing the writing for this thing.
Yeah.
It'll have artists Mark Bagley and Paul Pelletier.
Okay.
Basically, it'll follow up for what happened at the end of Fear Itself, because the Serpent showed up and he had these 12 hammers that he threw all over the place. Well, when Fear Itself is over with, The 12 Hammers are still around.
Oh, yeah. So how do you get?
Someone wants to get them.
How do you gather up the hammers without being possessed by the hammers?
Well, and that's why.
Or they're gonna have the mojo taken off them.
Well, that's why. Well, the hammers are out there, so you're gonna have Sin, Crossbones. They're gonna want to try to find the hammers. On the good guy side, you're gonna have Valkyrie going off to try to find the hammers and be nice, and Captain America and a couple other people will be there. Right. So Bagley's gonna draw the stuff involving Valkyrie, and Pelletier's gonna draw the stuff involving Sin and Crossbones. That's why the book can ship every couple weeks.
Okay. While you're buying Fearless, Fear Itself Battle Scars is yet another series that's coming out to capitalize on the over Fearless storyline,
yeah,
which will be done and finished by that point.
Well, Fear Itself Battle Scars, the heavy lifting on the writing of this book will be by Chris Yost, and we'll have Scott Eaton drawing it. The book's going to have Captain America, Taskmaster, Daisy Johnson, and Marcus, a new character who's been teased at the next month's Marvel solicitations, who loses a relative during Fear Itself and wants to know exactly what was going on, why these hammers showed up, why the Earth got screwed up, and why his relatives got killed. And apparently while he's working on this stuff, he's going to find out a secret.
What's a secret?
Is kept quiet.
What's a secret?
It's a secret.
That Jack Kirby created everything?
Well, he didn't create Marcus.
It's been a big secret at Marvel, believe me. It's been a big secret.
It's a secret.
Avengers Academy. Avengers Academy. What's up with Avengers Academy now that the Fearless thing or Fear Itself thing is over with?
Well, once Fear Itself is over with, Avengers Academy 21, the team will move to the former West Coast Avengers compound.
Oh, that's still standing?
It's still there. And
I thought they blew that up or something.
No, it's still there. And the doors of the school will be opened up to all of Marvel's teenage superheroes. Now, that means if you're a teenage superhero and you need a place to hang out, and Hank Pym is there to say, hey, come on in, welcome.
Slap you
Sleep
around.
here, hang around, learn how to use your powers, learn how to not use your powers. And apparently in 21, some well-known older Marvel character is going to get bumped off.
Whoa!
And it's a possibility that one of the teenage heroes is the person who killed him.
Oh, you bastard. You bastard. How could you? How could you? Captain America and Alan Davis, two tastes that taste great together.
Alan Davis is he's working on some Avenger stuff. Yeah. Once Fear Itself is over with, he's going to be drawing some issues of Captain America. He's also in charge of the 2012 Fantastic Four, Daredevil, and Wolverine annuals in a story which will wrap up all of the questions you ever had about his well-known and very little selling clandestine characters.
Oh man, what the world is not waiting for.
But he's writing and drawing all three of the annuals, so it's it's the connection thing. I mean, you had the new Avengers annual show up, which has Gabriel Diallo and Brian Bendis still in a story about Wonder Man hating the Avengers. Marvel sort of come up with this idea of having one guy work on 3 or 4 annuals that all have an interconnected story. Yeah. And Alan Davis is the first.
Marvel's never done that before.
They started it. That's what they're doing. They're doing it again.
And that's it. We're done. We're finished. We're out of here. We got no more Marvel news. But you, that's right, you can go to the store's website. Him right there. And her over there.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You folks can go to the store's website and check out all the Marvel news that he sends me that I post up eventually. And where's the store's website at?
Sarah knows all this stuff.
www.myultimatereality.com. Just chock full of fiber.
So stop off at the store's website and check out all of his news. Till next time, this is Comic Book Man.
And Bo.
Saying bye.
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.